Today I'm going to show you what the typical homeschool day is in our household. Today is Monday, and we have a Monday schedule, and we usually stick to it. So I'm going to show you what our schedule looks like, and I'm going to get started. We usually try to start at 9 o'clock. Today we're starting a little later. To tell you the truth, we have been starting later since it's cold outside and we don't want to get out of bed. I use Charlotte Mason method when I homeschool, and I will make another video to tell you all about it. I will also do another video on how I do exams. And our exam week is coming up in a few weeks. Today's week number 9, 10, 11, 12. So week number 12 is our exam week. And we're going to do day by day how our exams look like and what do we do for exam. How do we prepare for it, how I grade them. If you like our videos, subscribe to our channel and also hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so you can get notification whenever our videos comes out. Thanks for watching. It's 9:25 and we're starting our first subject. All our lessons are timed. So for example, Bible has a 20-minute slot. So we try to fit whatever we can in those 20 minutes. When 20 minutes are up, we're going to the next subject. And immediately he called them, and they left their father Zebedee in the boat with the hired servants and followed him. Okay, Benny, your turn.
Then he was walking on another shore, and then he saw and the son of Zebedee and his brother John, and then he said to them, "Follow me," and they dropped their nets, leaving Zebedee and the hired servants to mend the nets. They followed him.
It's around 9:38 and we're done with our Bible lesson. It was a very short lesson.
Wow.
So we're starting on a hymn, which is the Battle Hymn of the Republic. And we're going to sing the hymn, and then we're going to do the Bible verse.
I do like this show.
This is how we typically sing the hymn. This was a very difficult hymn to sing, but usually there's a lot of action going on while we sing. We already memorized our previous Bible verse, so we're picking a new one today. And Benny's picking it, and we're going to review the prior ones, and I'll show you how we do it. So we have these little tabs: daily, odd, even, and then we have Monday through Friday, and then we have numbers. But all things should be done decently and in order.
All things should be done decently and in order.
1 Corinthians 14:40. The new verse goes into daily.
Yay, daily.
Today's 19th. So is it odd or even?
Odd.
So where is the odd verse?
Odd is over here.
Alright, let's pick the odd verse. Let's review Romans 10:9-10.
10, 9, 10. Because if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, then you will be saved. For with the heart one believes and is justified. With the mouth one confesses and is saved. Romans 10, 9, 10.
Okay, it's 9:52. We're done with our hymn and our verse. And our next one is recitation. What the boys do, they take their notebooks, one goes on the couch and one stays here. And they always fight who gets the couch. And they recite out loud whatever the passage has been given them. Today is the psalm. So they read out loud in their best possible voice.
Upon the seas and established it upon the rivers. Who shall stand before the Lord?
Technically, they're not supposed to be reciting on the same couch, but it's been a battle since the beginning of the school year. I just let them do it. Recitation's going on for 10 minutes, and I usually time that. As you've seen before, I don't time our Bible lesson, and I don't time our hymn and Bible verse, because that usually doesn't go over our allotted time frame. But things like recitation, COPYWORK, or math, I put a timer on. It's about 10:03 and we're starting our Latin. Ferociter.
Fiercely.
Vi.
Streets.
Nobiscum.
With us.
It's 10:15 and we're ready to do our composer study. Our composer?
Is Frederick Chopin.
Yes. We study one composer per term. And so what we're doing today, we're listening to Prelude in E minor, Opus 28, number 4. The boys are actually going to draw pictures of what the music reminds them or what the feelings are. And sometimes they just do a bunch of scribbly lines, and sometimes they actually make pictures. Okay, Benny, what you start? Can you please tell me what the music reminded you of?
Walking upstairs.
Your turn.
Sad. Well, that's like waves, because waves go like, they go big, and then they go smaller.
All right, it's 10:22, and American history is next. And we have about 20 minutes for a history lesson. So they go and read on their own, and then they come back to me whenever they're ready to narrate, and then they take their turns narrating.
He said, Alice, what makes people say don't give up the ship? I don't know. Like, my teacher said that to me. I thought I wouldn't get my lesson. Yeah, my father said that to me. I don't know what it means. Does it probably have a story? Disappointment happens, and fear your heart annoys. Be brave like Captain Marks, and don't give up, my boys.
It's 10:33, so we technically been doing school for almost 1 hour. And Benny is done with his narration, so he's gonna go start doing his math. I'm gonna listen to Jaden's narration next.
There is one problem after the era of good feeling. Slaves.
The way Jaden's reading assignment is, he reads one chapter and then he narrates to me, and then he has like an extended reading time, which I think is optional, but he really loves history, so he can read it on his own without narrating. We got a little distracted. He was trying to show me where was the boundary between the North and the South, right, Jaden?
Mm-hmm.
In the Civil War. So it's 10:48 and Jaden is starting his math, and then we'll take a break. So math is 30 minutes, and I'm setting up the timer. We're done with math. It took us a little longer than 30 minutes because Jaden was working on the last problem and I didn't want to stop it when the timer went off. Ben was done earlier with his chapter and his problems, and Jaden needed a little more time and a little more help. He's learning the division of the fractions, and it's completely new to him, so he needs a little more time. We didn't get through the whole chapter, we got through the chapter, but we didn't get through all his problems. He only got through 4 out of 10 of the problems, but we stopped when the timer went off, or we just finished the whatever problem he was working on, and then we stopped, and we'll continue tomorrow. It's 11:24, and this is their first break of the day. It's only 10-minute break, and it's usually after math. We try to do the bulk of our lessons in the morning before the break. By keeping our lessons short and varied, we get to accomplish a lot in the day, and we don't have to take a lot of breaks. because when you vary your lessons, different parts of your brain engage. So when we do narration, and then we do math, and then we do singing or something else. So we don't get tired as easily as we would do things that are similar in nature, one after the other. Okay, our break is over. It's 11:34, and we're getting ready for the home stretch. We have this is typical life with boys. I try really hard. They fight, and they fight brutally. If you have boys, you can relate to me, I'm sure. Alright, deep breath in, mama. Let's go get him.
Hey, get up, get up. Get up.
Alright, hands off your brother right now.
Oh, give him a piggyback ride.
Okay, I'll give you a piggyback.
No, I will give you.
Hands off. Guys, you ready to go?
Okay, you're gonna carry me.
Oh gosh.
I can carry you on my shoulders. That's even scary. Yeah, right here.
It's 11:40 already, and we haven't even started our literature reading. Sometimes things happen like that. That's why I don't work for the schedule, but the schedule works for me. Sometimes in any classroom and in a school room and in a homeschool room, we have to settle kids down and give them a little longer break if needed. Right now the boys are reading literature, and after each reading, as always, they have to come and narrate to me.
Quicksilver said to
Perseus.
Perseus.
Benjamin is done with his narration, and he's almost done with his lessons for today. His next thing is copywork, and what he does, he copies down passages in his best handwriting or penmanship. And his copywork is only 10 minutes long.
That's the three-headed dog. Till he threw my cake, which he devoured and fell asleep.
It's about 12:15, and the only thing that's left on our list is grammar with Jaden. It's a 20-minute lesson, and we'll be done with our morning school time after that. Today was an example of a very successful morning in school. It's not usually so. I have a 3-year-old who usually is distracting and running around and always climbing in my lap and asking for things. Ilya was home today, so he was able to take care of her while we did school. I understand there's a lot of distractions going on when you're a mom and when you have a lot of littles. And your day may not be like my day, and my day may not be like your day. You might only have kids that are school age and no toddlers running around, or you may have a breastfeeding baby. We usually are done around 12:30, sometimes 1 o'clock, and then we have lunch. Even though we're done with morning school, it doesn't mean that we're done with school for the day. We do have afternoon activities that we do with the kids, and sometimes it involves a nature walk with nature study, or drawing, listening to classical music, etc. I'm gonna make another video about our afternoons. What we do, how we do it, how long it takes us to do it. So stay tuned.
Who shall stand the hill of the Lord, and who shall stand in his holy place? He who has a clean hands and a pure heart, who does not lift up his soul to what is false, and does not swear deceitfully. He will receive blessing from the Lord, and righteousness of God of his salvation.